for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
This is the main event.
Dildo Corn is alive
and kicking. Come on over here, I'll headbutt your ass a couple times, if you know what I'm saying.
This brother breaking off a 40-yard run. This brother, come on, zip it.
I hope I didn't piss off Jesus.
You call that a penalty? Who's number one, though? Who's number one?
It's the LA Clippers.
Oh, shut up! You're saying it wrong, people. I would get her pregnant.
Fuck you, Triple H.
That just called in and hangs up, you motherfucker. That pisses me off.
Are you in the shower now?
Totally in the shower.
Yeah, dude. He's not a cokehead.
You mean James? Stupid idiot.
You're a stupid idiot. For getting so uptight over nothing.
Clearly lying. They're clearly just...
Why would I lie?
For attention.
Why would I lie?
Well,
I don't need attention.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. You're a comic.
Where are we? Oh, the draft.
Live!
A lot of stuff going on.
Radio City Music Hall, home of the NFL Draft in just 2 short days.
Punch Drunk Sports here, broadcasting live from the John Lovitz Video Podcasting Center here in Burbank, California. Also available on All Things Comedy. You can download it off of iTunes, off of Soundcloud, which I wish you wouldn't, but apparently you people love to, and Stitcher.
And Stitcher.
If you guys went iTunes or just Stitcher and never did SoundCloud, you guys would help us out. Those are the numbers we need.
I listen off SoundCloud.
You
I like it.
son of a bitch.
But the problem with SoundCloud is that
it's invisible to
yeah, it doesn't mean anything to anybody. If you listen to it on Stitcher, we get numbers.
Yeah, if we're trying to get advertisers. And also, that being said, real quick, go to our website, PunchDrunkSports.com. Click the Amazon link. If you're going to do any shopping on Amazon, that helps your boys out a little bit. Click on the Caveman Coffee link if you're a coffee junkie, if you're a health nut, if you want to look like Tate, if you want to put somebody in a Kimura or a Peruvian necktie.
Yes.
You know, he did our Wednesday show, and me and Sandy in the audience were calling out moves that Tate was putting me in. He got me in a Peruvian necktie. He got me in a Kimura. He got me in a darts choke. And he put Sandy in something. I know he was like inventing moves on Sandy.
I think it's called anal.
Yeah.
Also, inside scoop real quick, and then we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Word on the street is Mark Jackson has been fired as the Warriors coach. Inside scoop. It's
Ari called that last night. He texted or tweeted at me last night. I might have had you on that.
Yep.
Like, do you think Mark Jackson's fired? I said, I don't think he will be fired, but I feel like he will be on the hot seat.
I don't think it had to do with wins and losses. I think it had to do with just personality changes. I mean, differences.
I thought he was going to be in starting next season as like on the hot seat. Could get fired next season, but I didn't think. I'm surprised they made that move, but they got a lot of talent on that team. Not enough to beat the Clippers, you fucks. Get out of here, Golden State. Sit the fuck down.
The rage Tebow has when he looks at you, Rainbow Warriors.
But dude, the way the Clippers looked last night is how we should have looked. We should have taken care of them in 5 games, but we had some fucking internal problems.
Yes. I mean, we're going to get into a lot of that. We got a lot to talk about. We have like 2 sponsors who sort of want to get in the sponsors, so hopefully we'll be able to lock them down, make some money, and get some sponsors.
Any money. Make any money.
What do you guys want to talk about? We got NFL draft, NBA playoffs, baseball.
We got Ari calling in a little bit too.
Baseball. I will be at Off the Hook Comedy Club all this week. I'll be at Pechanga next week, and then I'll be in Alaska the following week.
Where's the Off the Hook? Is that the downtown one?
Florida.
Oh, okay, cool. We're in Florida.
Marco Island.
I was just at Pechanga.
Oh, the one we were at.
It's awesome.
I love it, right?
Yeah, it's sweet.
Pechanga is Las Vegas's worst nightmare.
It's a nice hotel, too.
It's gorgeous.
Have a bitchin' golf course.
And you're like, why do we got to go to Vegas when we can just go right here?
Yeah, I walked by the comedy club a bunch of times. Had great luck there, too.
Doesn't Steel Panther have a residency there, too?
No, I don't think they have any residency.
Bronco.
I think they're just doing really touring. Pechanga's crazy because they have this giant like jumbotron what's it called? Slot machine.
Slot
When
machine.
you first walk in.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the
saw it.
one they put that new. They had the commercial for it.
Yeah,
it's
it's
giant.
insane.
It's like the biggest one in
crazy.
America or something.
Every time Dana sat down, the person next to her won like $5,000.
Dude, I won $380 off a Willy Wonka penny machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, off of $20, dude.
What'd you have to bring
gotta-
like a hefty garbage bag to get
No,
all
you
your
gotta
pennies?
hit. You have to
Wheelbarrow.
max bet it, and fucking hit
Luckily,
those
you're
bonuses,
Mexican, so you
man.
always have a wheelbarrow near you, so you're fine.
Hey,
Hey,
go
Jose,
to
I got
valet.
my-
Get the wheelbarrow.
Hey, go in the truck. Get the wheelbarrow. It's under the other wheelbarrow.
Yeah, dude. So I'm gonna be there. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm very excited too.
Let me say something real quick. One thing I forgot
You
to
love
mention,
men.
and then I no, but we can talk about how much you love men from this last week. When you go to Punch Drunk, say the code Punch Drunk. Type in the code Punch
Well, you
Drunk.
can't say it. You got to punch
Yeah,
it.
you gotta
type
use
it.
the
You
code
can't-
Punch
Can't
Drunk
yell
Sports.
Punch Drunk at your computer. The computer's like, oh, I got it. Okay.
Use the code Punch Drunk Sports, and it'll save you 10% off of K-Man Coffee, which is great coffee, by the way.
I love it. Hey, do you think it's gay of me, not the gay porn stuff, but do you think it's gay of me that I was on the Huffington Post and they had a story about Kirsten Dunst wearing a dress with the Death Star on it, and I wanted to see it? Is that man gay?
Not at all.
Yeah, my
That's
friend's
perfect in your age demographic.
My friend's like, dude, we're taking away your man card. I'm like, a hot chick is wearing a dress with the Death Star on it.
She's got a weird smile. She's got weird teeth, but
Yeah.
she's got a banging body. She's hot.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, what, 26? It's like, it's really hard to be unfuckable at 26.
Right. But 26 to somebody
like
our age.
19-year-olds, fat 19-year-olds are still fucking hot. You ever notice that? You're like, wow, you're fat, but you're 19. You got that fucking
Yeah.
young heat I like.
I got to get in before the fucking ship sails.
Before the fucking straps break.
Yeah. Ari says no one's picking up.
Dude, fat man. Why isn't anyone picking up?
So who? Marco Island. Who you going there with? That was fun. That's when we did, right?
Yeah.
Same gig.
I don't.
Are you good to stay in the sweet spot?
No.
Of course
got
not.
rid of that.
You need Terry Patrick for that.
No, I think he's like moving his business. I think he's moving the club somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, what club?
Off the Hook.
Marco Island in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Ari, you look like the backdrop to the NFL. It's amazing.
Turn the camera a little bit to the right, towards Tebow.
Oh, there it is. Where are you at? A gay spa?
I'm in New York City, so yes. The answer is yes.
I can't even see, but it looks like some sort of like
Yeah, it looks
Star
like-
Wars bad guy.
It looks like it's so weird.
It's
There we
just
go.
his icon. His video's not coming in for us yet.
Okay, I
Oh.
gotcha.
Oh,
Icon, some giant nose.
Ari,
that would
how
make sense.
how was Edmonton?
It was great. What a great club. I should have taped there on fucking Saturday.
Yeah, that is the place to. If you want to record something, that's the place to do it.
Oh, what's up with Skype? It won't show me show me anymore.
Oh, you missing us, dude? We got our
Are
shirts
you-
off. We're oiled down, and we're just we're just massaging the Mexican.
Are you in
while
a-
the
Did you
fat
guys
man
see
eats
it or not?
boneless chicken fingers?
Are you in a Wi-Fi hotspot, or are you like on shitty service?
No, I'm just walking. Can you not see me?
No, we
No,
just
can't see you at all.
yeah. It looks like some weird kind of sea creature.
It does. It really does, doesn't
weird.
it?
Weird.
How are your shows? You hook up with any hot chicks up there in Canada, you pig?
I don't know why it's not showing me my thing either.
Yeah, dude.
You probably just have shitty service wherever you are.
No, I can see you fine. It doesn't show me my picture. It usually shows me both.
Yeah, there is one. We don't see it. Did you hook up with any chicks when you were in Canada?
Oh, is he gone?
No.
He's gone.
Okay, let's get to these calls real quick. They both are probably going to talk.
May as well go to that. They both want to talk about the same thing.
Eric Carter, not the party starter. How are you? Eric.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's
Apparently,
up,
we
brother?
were calling you Aaron Carter last week, and you didn't.
Oh, I saw that.
You didn't correct us.
Oh, shit, I didn't even notice. I thought I heard a C at the end.
Man, I understand. Now listen, Eric.
Before we get this bag of bets going, let's give a few shout-outs. How about the pride of Tennessee, Dustin Elliott? He's kicking cancer's ass right now.
Love
That's
it.
my boy. I want to give a shout-out to him. And my cousin just became the Saints cheerleader.
Okay.
Chris Lewis.
Is that the one you hooked
Pretty
up
hot,
with?
Dude.
Your cousin / ex-girlfriend, what did she just do?
He became a Saints cheerleader.
Oh, my God.
wow.
How does someone with your genes fit into an NFL cheerleading outfit?
How does somebody white become a
she-
Saints cheerleader?
But she's one of the lucky ones. She's like one out of the 10 girls in my family that's actually not obese.
Oh, it's so interesting.
Who
how,
has bigger
like,
tits, her or you?
Well, she just got a boob job, I think, so I think hers are bigger.
Dude,
Okay.
I did a show in Phoenix with Red Band, and this guy came up, and he was just a loud, fun dude in the crowd, and I kept calling him the mayor of White Trash Town. And it just every time he talked, he became the mayor, the president, the emperor. And at the end, he came out and he started talking to us. And then his sister walks up, and he's fat and given up. She's gorgeous. I'm like, how do these come from the same gene pool?
Is she younger? She's
A little
younger?
bit, yeah.
Okay.
But she's hot as shit.
And,
Look, the prettiest girls around here, some of the best pussy I ever gotten came out of trailer parks in these, like, rag-ass looking pants. They produce the most beautiful damn children.
Yeah, you know who's, thank God for that, is the porn industry.
Is there any pussy?
God, he sounds stupid.
What?
And I love
That's
trailer
so
pussy.
stupid.
Who, Eric sounds stupid? That's not stupid, that's a southern drawl,
Who
Ari.
said that?
Is there any kind of
I already
pussy?
seen that damn shit. Fuck you. I'm a goddamn genius. I'm more educated than all of y'all.
Eric, is there any kind of pussy down there that doesn't come out of a trailer park?
Well, you got the ghetto. And you
Okay,
got the trailer park.
okay.
Those are your choices.
What's worse, trailer park pussy or ghetto pussy?
They're both great. What a horrible question.
No shit. I look like choosing between oranges and strawberries, man. They're both all.
We can see you now.
In the mood for it.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Ari.
Ari with his earphones on, looking very New Yorker.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm in Times Square or
Are
something.
you?
I was going to get back to T, love. I just got off the phone with Jeff Fisher a minute ago.
Find out
And
her
he
belief.
told me the first order of business is he's getting rid of that piece of trash, Sam Bradford.
I'm
Why
still
he's
confident.
got a golden opportunity in the first round.
Eric,
He's picking up
Eric,
on Johnny Football.
I gotta be honest with you. Almost every mock draft I've seen, they have not one of them says that they're taking a quarterback in the first round.
I've been looking at him, too. Not a lot of mock drafts say, but I'll take my chances. I'm a gambling man.
Okay, well, you're gambling with a loss. That's what you're gambling
I
with.
shaved the other day. I kept the mustache going just in case in 48 hours I gotta rock it down to a Hitler and color it black. But I'm still pretty
Oh, yeah.
confident.
I still got my beard right now.
Eric, are you ready to wear Hitler? Now, it's so weird. In Louisiana, that's probably a cool stash.
Yeah.
I'm not in
Probably.
Louisiana,
Yeah,
but
they've been revered.
A lot of people are gonna come up to him at a Cracker Barrel and be like, "I like your ideas, boy."
You remind me of someone I trust.
oh shit, I'm more of a Waffle House kind of guy.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
No,
Super
I didn't.
trendy.
Hey, I didn't hear earlier. Who the hell said I sounded like a dumbass?
That was Ari.
All right,
Who's the
I got a
educated one?
410 in
Who's
my
the
hand
educated
and
one
spell
said
your
that?
name on it. I'll
What?
tell you who the damn genius is.
Hold on. Hey, Eric, we'll talk to you on
Yeah.
Thursday. It's too confusing to have you and Ari go at the same time. For some reason, there's a disconnect.
Where the hell is he at?
Where the hell he at? He up there in that Yankee City.
It's so great to have a real-life redneck for a friend.
Yeah.
Ari,
Yeah.
so what are you doing right now?
We have that same bet, by the way, as on the Clippers not making it to the finals.
Yeah.
It's after last night, how you feeling?
Oh, that they crushed last night. That was great. I mean, Chris Paul. I love
Oh.
Chris Paul stuff. That was awesome. 8
Unbelievable.
of 9 threes, 14 shots, no free throw attempts, 34 points.
Ari, did you see the 30 for 30 on the Bad Boys?
No, I would love that.
You gotta watch it. And
Yeah.
it goes over the late 80s, early 90s Detroit Pistons basketball teams.
It's great.
And you just realize how good Isaiah Thomas was. Like nobody, whenever they talk greatest point guards of all time, he's hardly ever mentioned. And you watch him and you're like, holy shit, this guy lit people up. And last night,
In a time where everybody was the man.
Yeah.
Every team had a Bird, a Jordan, a Dominique, a Magic, Clyde Drexler. Everybody had the guy.
Well, I have my own opinion on then versus now.
You had to.
But, dude, watching Chris Paul last night, that was an Isaiah Thomas type game,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
which we haven't seen from him in a while.
And we've needed it.
Yeah, I mean, like, for a while there, he's been deferring to Blake Griffin. You know, when he...
For a while, he's been deferring to DeAndre even. I mean, with Lob City and
No. I disagree with you guys. I don't think
I
anything
can't...
changed.
Hold on, Ari, you disagree with me? That's never happened ever.
Nothing changed. He just hit all his shots. He took 14 shots. He didn't go crazy.
Yeah,
He
but
took
you know
14
what? He was looking for his shot last night. Oh, man, we just lost when Ari was trying to make
was
a
he
great
6 for 7 or 7 for 8 from 3-point line?
He was 6 for 8.
6 for 8. Okay, yeah. I mean, and in that first quarter, I think he had 4, and then early in the second quarter he had his 5th. Did you notice how they were setting that high screen for him, and he would go to the exact same spot, and then like he would even move over, like, oh shit, I'm hot from right here. It'd be like 2 feet the other way. And
Joining us again is Ari Shafir. Ari, since we last saw you, you look like you've gotten something to eat. What are you eating? What kosher foods are you crushing right now?
This is an Asian grape candy.
Oh, you love, dude. That's like we should get sponsored by Asian candies because when you're in New York City, that's what you eat is Asian candies.
When he goes to Asia, he's only going to be eating pizza. That's the ironic twist. He's going to be eating pizza and like nerds.
Now, Ari, have you called up all your booty chicks in New York going, Daddy's back in town.
Good question.
Time to feed the kitty.
1 or 2. I just haven't had a chance to. I don't have a place to go.
Oh, man. Well, it's New York. You can fucking dumpsters. Isn't that what homeless people do out there?
I heard you mention you had found a spot already. Are you nothing
That
yet?
fell through. I had a $73 collection out against me, and they were like, "No, we can't take you." I'm like, $73? I'll just pay it. And they're like, "No."
That's.
I got Renazisi to be a guarantor, which means like if I for some reason I don't pay, like he has to pay.
Ah.
And I was like, for $73, I'm like, the guy made a fucking $1 million last year. I'm guessing, I don't know. But I'm like, my $73 is not gonna.
Hang on 1 second. You said $1 million? Hello,
Yeah.
Renazizi? Hey, it's Steve. I got an idea I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. So you're still Airbnb, and then you're going to go to China and come back and.
I'm looking for more apartments today.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go to China till June 8th.
Ari, did you hear the controversy?
What is it?
Our Facebook page got taken down for a brief moment.
Why?
Because someone put a
what?
picture of the Iron Sheik getting interviewed by a smoking hot naked chick. Like she was
Oh wait,
hot.
if they put up a comment of that, or they put it on our wall?
They put it on our wall.
Why did we get taken down, Sam? I put a picture of a giant black dick on your wall, and I got banned, not you.
Yeah, I
Remember
don't know
that?
why. It's so weird. I don't know why that happened. It's uncalled for.
Yeah, I got a thing about it last night, and because it's linked to mine, it's like you put, and I'm like, what did I put on? I thought it was my page. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't do anything, and then I figured out that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, Sam. One time, Tebow took Sam your phone and said something about black cock and how much you love it. So I found a picture of a giant black. I mean, this guy was fucking two fisting it.
Yeah.
Like that. And it was still most of his thing at the top. And I put that on your page, and then they deleted my page. I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. And they were like, is this picture by you? And I was like, all right, I'm sorry.
Ari, you use Skype like my mother. I only get your forehead.
Hi, Sammy.
Hey, you look so young, Tripoli. I noticed how your mom calls you Tripoli. Your mom doesn't even call you Sam; she calls you Tripoli.
Trips.
Hey, Trips.
I love how one of our callers is NBA cancer. Jesus.
Dustin calling in, and here's what's interesting. And I know Sam's going to say I'm morbid, and I know Dustin's going to say it's funny. But you have an interesting thing going on with your bag of bets, Ari.
What?
You better hope Dustin loses this bet before chemo, and he can't grow a Hitler mustache.
That's uncalled for, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's bullshit. He's shirking.
What are you
He's
doing?
Ari's showing pictures of sleeping people in the streets of New York.
He's
Ari,
shirking.
Ari,
That's what he's
get
doing.
right
He's
up. Get
cancer.
as
He
close
knows.
to that guy's face as you can with your phone without waking him.
What is the best part of being in New York City? What's the best part?
Man, I like all the energy of the people. I just like watching the people.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. This is on a weekday. I mean, everyone's supposed to be at work. Hold on. Where is it? Back in. Look at all those motherfuckers. It's out at some park.
You like being around a lot of people?
Anonymously, yeah.
Oh, you like to just...
You like to be in the middle of the action.
You like to go
Yeah.
undercover.
But not causing the action.
Sure. I like
Ari,
that
you want
too.
to talk some NFL draft?
Yeah, oh, hold on. Let's talk about how lucky you guys feel about the first round of the playoffs.
I mean, I'm good talking
They
NBA.
get good at the test.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm calling, dude. I'm telling you this right now. I'm gonna say they're gonna be 4 upsets in the second round, even though I don't think the Clippers are an upset. I mean, just in terms of ranking.
We don't got home court
No.
advantage. I mean, we're the underdog on paper.
I think.
Yeah, that's not a crazy upset. That was no upset. As great as that first round was in the NBA, and it was great this year. It was
Probably the
great
best first round in NBA
I
history.
don't remember a better first round.
But no upsets.
Yeah. Actually,
maybe
for the
Yeah.
most part, other than the Clippers,
Yeah, Washington
Well,
upsetting
Washington, yeah.
Chicago.
but that wasn't the full force Chicago.
That wasn't that bad. That wasn't bad.
That was 3 beating a 6. I mean,
Yeah,
a
but
6 beating a 3.
Yeah, but the 4 and 5 had the same. I mean, the 3 and the 4 had the same record, and the 5 and the 6 had the same record. That's 4
No, the
games.
5
They
and
had
the-
4 games.
Yeah, but
They fit 4 games behind them. That's not that crazy.
I would say that was an upset, and I would say Portland. Well, Portland wasn't really much of an They had pretty much the same record, but I can't believe Houston went out like that. Holy shit!
Yeah, they should have been a good team. I don't know what's wrong with them. I mean, they should be competing for a title.
They spent a lot of money in the last 2 years putting those pieces together.
They're gonna try to move Jeremy Lin because on defense he's just
A
horrible.
liability.
He can't
And
go.
also on offense.
No, he's good at offense. He just
No,
can't.
he's great at reading and violin.
Okay. All right, Donald. Stern.
Terrible driver too.
Yeah. I asked these guys who were making this run for China. I was like, we had a conference call, and I was like, what are the drivers there like? And he was like, they're really bad.
Yeah, dude, I told you that. It's crazy.
Tripley's got that terrible story about. That's the most scared you've ever been in your life.
It was pretty fucking scary. It was
Cat?
not good. It was not good. It was,
Wow.
Dude, the traffic lights. I talked about this on Rogan's podcast. The traffic lights are only Christmas ornaments. They just blink and nobody pays attention to them.
They virtually mean nothing.
They mean nothing. They just fly in intersections.
Weren't you in a car that drove onto the sidewalk?
No.
I thought I remembered you saying that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You were in a cab and he swerved.
No, that was Mexico.
Oh, that's right. That was you're right.
Mexico
You're totally
City.
right.
The guy
You're totally
drove
right.
up on the sidewalk, Grand Theft Auto style, and drove. Yes.
When were we in Mexico City?
I was there about 40 years ago for the Metallica concert. I went and saw Metallica live in Mexico City.
Wow. Did Dana get that? That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
she shot their live concert there.
I gotta find a fucking outlet. There's no outlets outside New York.
Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of people. Have them run around, create a lot of energy.
If there were outlets, there would just be a pile of Mexican homeless people sleeping right by it and just constantly using it for whatever versions they have.
100%.
It's like the
Good
same
point.
reason as like, man, I need a code to get into the bathroom here. 'Cause
Okay.
if you didn't, there'd be squatters in there.
Ari, I'm gonna give you my playoff picks. And by the way, Ari, I said this last night on Twitter. What podcast told everybody about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, that the fucking Washington Wizards were for real? This podcast, me. I told everybody that. I go, these guys are a legit threat in the East. And nobody wanted to
Dude,
believe it.
that game last night, I mean, Indiana's been struggling, but Washington, man, if they come together, if Nene plays, I mean, they could, I mean, they're not going to beat, they
Text
can't beat.
Sandy Dantos to call in right now. Sandy
10%.
Dantos has a story that we got to hear about Roy Hibbert on why he thinks this Roy Hibbert's playing like shit. We're going to break some news on this podcast.
Yeah, do it.
And
Sorry.
there's something going on with Roy Hibbert that nobody wants to talk, that nobody's talking about. Something's
Zero
going
rebounds,
on.
0 points. What are we talking about here? It's an all-star. 0 rebounds, 0 points.
How do you have 0 rebounds at 7'2"?
At center. Not for, it's just at center. Just being there, I would have a rebound. Just the ball comes to you in the position.
Hang on. I
Yes,
watched you play
Come
Nick
on,
Youssef
send
in
it,
basketball.
send it.
I watched you play Youssef in
Send a
basketball.
new- Oh, by the way,
You
I'm
don't have
taking on
one
Youssef
rebound?
next.
Have you agreed to take him on?
I will take him on.
Whoa, big news.
yeah.
I thought you said you refused to play indoors. You're defending Punch Drunk's honor?
I'm going to play indoors, though. We'll play it indoors.
He has disrespected your dojo.
Yeah, man. Protect me, Sam.
I think I can hit the outside shots. I think that's what's going to go.
He doesn't give you any room, Sam. He doesn't give you any room.
It doesn't matter.
As soon as you check up, he's in your face. As soon as you check up, he doesn't even give room to take a shot.
That's fine.
Now after your loss, Ari, and I know you just didn't want to hear me listen, will you please listen? Get your cardio up. This guy was throwing up after 2-1.
Ari,
I hadn't eaten.
Because I don't need to
14
work out. I'm going to show up, I'm going to shoot 2 free throws, and then I'm going to beat his ass.
Hey,
I would
Ari.
have beaten if my blister didn't pop. My blister popped at 10-7, then I couldn't move anymore.
I've been running. You know, it's so funny. I've been running. I lost a little weight.
Yeah, a little's not your problem.
Yeah. Well, okay. That was really uncalled for. So I lost weight, but I've been running. So I went to La Jolla. I did the La Jolla Comedy Store this weekend. I just start. By the way, they keep upping the money for doing the weekend because I think they're trying to get more headliners to play that club.
Yeah.
Oh, I should call Tommy.
No, Tommy, after a while, he just, well, here, you can make more now. Like, okay.
Oh, that was
So-
great.
I started running the beach, right? I just started running the beach. People out of nowhere just started cheering me on.
Really?
Yeah, they started giving me words of encouragement. People on
Because
bikes
they
would
thought you
run
were a
up
whale
next to
trying to
me.
get back in the water.
What?
They thought you were a whale trying to get back in the water.
I don't know. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. People on bikes would run up next to me, giving me the thumbs up.
Really?
Yeah, people were on the side cheering. I was like,
Handing you waters.
I'm not that out of shape, man.
Was there some sort of marathon that ended like 5 hours earlier that they thought you were like the retarded kid that was just trying to finish it?
I don't even know, man, but it was so funny. I'm like, oh, dude, that's a sign you're a fat fuck.
Yeah.
When people start cheering you on randomly as you run.
That's going to be Sandy.
All right.
Pretty sure.
Is that Sandy that's calling in? Okay, let's bring him right
Take
up.
3. We're going to bring up Sandy Danto, good friend of the show.
Play the breaking news.
One of all of our favorite people with a breaking news story. For
Sandy.
Punch Drunk. Sandy Danto, everybody.
Are you there?
I'm here. I don't know how breaking it is.
Well, it is breaking because I've never heard it. Sandy Dantos
This
was at
color's
the
too breaking.
Hold on. Sandy Dantos was at the Comedy Store. We started talking NBA basketball, and he drops this bomb on me. Sandy, what do you know about the Indiana Pacers? What are your sources telling you?
My sources are telling me that their recent, I guess not so recent troubles are due to Roy Hibbert and Paul George, the two all-stars on the team, being involved in a three-way with a groupie named Dixie, and they crossed swords, and the team hasn't been the same since.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
let me just say this about why there could be some validity to this, is if you remember last playoffs, Roy Hibbert got in trouble for saying no homo. So it's something in his head where he's like that dude who just is not into other dicks, unlike my boy Jason here. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And Paul George already had a few other sexual controversies this year, and I think that it's just totally screwed up their balance.
I'm not a gay porn connoisseur. So this makes sense to me. They're going, obviously, they must be doing some kind of going airtight on her or something, like DPing her, and who is this chick, Dixie? Oh, we lost Ari. Who does anyone know what this chick Dixie looks like?
I have no idea. Supposedly it happened after a road game in Utah.
Oh, those where the freaks are too, man.
Wow. Now, Sandy, is it possible for you to give up your source? Where did you hear this story? If it's a confidential source, you don't have to do that.
No, just Google it. It's all over the basketball blogosphere.
Oh, wow. So this has actually kind of gone somewhat public.
Yeah.
Can
It isn't published on any legitimate Deadspin or
Yeah, stories like that generally aren't.
right.
But wow, that's incredible.
Is anybody having a worse year with the internet than Paul George?
Not that I can think of.
I mean, like, he knocks up a fucking stripper. He fucking gets catfished by a tranny.
Wow.
And now he's supposedly, oh my God, getting fucking.
Now, Sandy, I know you're somewhat of a Michigan backer and a Pistons guy, but them being out of the playoffs, do you have any dogs in the fight for these final 8 teams that are left?
Well, I bet Tripoli that the Heat would beat the Nets.
Okay.
What we bet, $10?
Yeah.
All right, I still stand by that. I mean,
You guys want to turn that into a bag of bets?
what kind of bag of bets? What are we
I
talking?
don't know. After last night, I've been rooting for the Clippers, but I think they got something special.
I do too.
I do too.
Hey, Sandy, are you a big basketball NBA fan?
Yeah.
Huge NBA.
Huge. That's his
Okay.
number one sport, probably.
Well, let's go through this. Let's go through our basketball picks real quick. We'll go through it, and then we'll get to our callers. So let's start. Let's start with the Miami Heat versus Brooklyn Nets. How do you think that plays out?
I think the Heat win in 6.
I agree with you.
Why? Why do you feel that the NBA season doesn't matter? Now, let me just say this. You can win one game, they'll be like, okay. You can even win 2 games, the team will be like, that's nothing. That third game, every NBA team is trying. They're like, we're not going to lose 3 in a row to anybody in our fucking conference. The fourth game, they're playing like it's game 7 of playoffs. They don't want to get swept. To be taken out like that, that means something. If you look at matchups, there is only one clear matchup where the Heat have a better player, and that is at scoring forward, where LeBron is better than anybody in the league. Everywhere else, the Nets have comparable, or even a better player at that position.
Well, here's the thing. I don't disagree with you, but the Nets are real old, and dude, KG has one game a series where he shows up like a shade of the old KG. Paul Pierce is still real solid, but he's still likely to put up a game with 8 points and 4 rebounds, you know?
And you can get around Pierce defensively, too.
And
Yeah.
But look at this. When they go to their benches, Miami's got nobody. The Nets have a great bench. The Nets, to me, have the second best bench after the Clippers. It's either Clippers, Spurs, or, to me, the Nets are the 3 teams left with great benches. You know, the Nets have they got Sean Livingston, who I'm so excited for, that he was able to come back, have a great game. Dude, don't underestimate the pickup of Marcus Thornton from Sacramento, who could put up 20 points in his sleep.
Right.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this much. They're putting him out there. He's not guarding Dwayne Wade if he's playing well.
Right. I mean, but he doesn't have to put up huge minutes. He's playing maybe 20 at the most.
I don't think they have anyone that can guard Dwayne Wade or LeBron, really. And I think Darren Williams disappears in big moments.
All right, so you're going Nets. I mean, you're going Heat. I'm going Nets in 6.
All right, I'm going Heat in 6.
So am I. I'm going Heat in 6.
Okay, let's go to Indiana. Or let's do the games that haven't been done. Portland versus San Antonio. How do you guys think this plays out?
I really want Portland to win.
So do I.
just don't think they will.
I'm going to go San Antonio in 7.
Yeah, I think San Antonio in 7 too.
I think they're going to give them a fight of their lives, but I
I'm
don't think they
going to
got
go Portland in 6.
it. I would love that.
Oh, I actually really like that
So would I.
prediction. I think Portland will go up 3-2, and then San Antonio will take the last 2 games.
I can see it happening. I just feel that like everything that the only thing San Antonio has is a better system. Now that is going to probably be the difference. If they do win, it's their system. They're going to.
I think they're a little deeper, but you know what? A lot depends on whether or not Tony Parker's healthy, because he only had that one game, and it was the game that mattered in the last series. But
for me,
you know,
the Trailblazers had the best player in the series. For me, is LaMarcus Aldridge.
I agree.
So I mean, we're talking 2014 Tim Duncan, not 2001 Tim Duncan. So LaMarcus Aldridge is the best player on the team. Tony Parker, Damian Lillard cancel each other out. Mono Ginobili, Mo Williams, in my opinion, cancel each other out. Now we got to start looking at matchups, and I just think that. I mean, Patty Mills is okay, but I just don't think they're the team they used to be. I think they're tired. I just think
Patty Mills got cut by the Blazers, or they gave up on him. So I think that he's going to come into the series with a little bit of fire. And he's done pretty well backing up Tony Parker. I think that it's really hard for me to say San Antonio because I'm not a big fan of them, even though they're a tremendous basketball team.
I'm right there with you on that.
They beat the Pistons in 2005, and I've held a grudge ever since. But it's just hard for me to see them losing, even though I love this Blazers team, and I think that they're really, really good. And you never know what kind of crazy shit Damian Lillard's going to do, or Wesley Matthews.
I think Lillard's just going to be like, just saying hello to everybody. Adidas could not be happier, dude. To give him that huge deal and then for him to hit that fucking shot and Chandler Parsons to play shit defense on him, it was just ridiculous, dude. It's just ridiculous. What are you going with, Tebow?
I already said San Antonio in 7.
You're going San Antonio in what?
Sandy.
I'm going San Antonio in 7 as well.
I think San Antonio ends up going to Portland, starts hanging out some of those awesome strippers they have up there, and they shit the bed. So I'm going to go Portland in 6. Let's go to the 2 games that have been played. Let's go Wizards-Pacers. I called this earlier. I put it on. I said Wizards in 6. I might be thinking Wizards in 5. I think that the backcourt of Indiana isn't good. I know that the 8th grader, Stevenson, was having a great season, but ever since he didn't make the All-Star game, I think he's had a bad attitude. I don't think his teammates like him. I think Roy Hibbert touched Paul George's dick and isn't the same. And I think, dude, you're not just playing for your series. If you're Roy Hibbert, you might not have a career after this.
Yeah.
I just farted hard. Farted hard.
Oh, God. We're in a small room. Moving over is not going to do anything. Sam just shit his pants. Sam just shit his pants.
Hardcore. What do you think?
So did the Pacers season.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Totally right.
I think Wizards in 6.
Wizards in 6. I just think John Wall has become the guy that everybody thought he was going to be, and he's even more special than anyone thought because he doesn't care if he's the top guy. Like, what Westbrook's problem is he's the anti-Westbrook, in my opinion. Like, the fact that Beal went crazy last night and Wall was cool.
You know what? But the Wizards are the balanced team that Indiana's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's well said. I'm gonna be crazy right now and only sticking to my guns because it's what I predicted 5 months ago. I'm gonna go Pacers in 7. I know they're playing like shit. I know we're watching Larry Bird probably coming to like each night that we see him. He's 3/4 of the way to a full-blown fucking stroke.
Yep.
I've never seen Larry Bird look so upset. He just looks like he's going to start ripping his fucking hair out.
Well, he's got to be like, I can't believe that I made that trade. It's a horrible trade getting rid of Granger. I know Granger wasn't the best.
But he cue-balled that chemistry.
Granger's put up way more points than
He cue balled that chemistry. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things where it's like you make a move like that right when everything's going good. He cue balled that chemistry, and ever since that trade with Granger, they just haven't been the same fucking team.
And John Wall is blessed to have amazing point guards, both Sam Cassell and Andre Miller to draw from.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like amazing, dude. I mean, he's the
Good
best
luck
point guard
that they
in the
made.
East. John Wall is the best point guard in the East. Don't know why Kyrie Irving not only made the All-Star team, but won the MVP. His team is crap. I question his integrity. John Wall is the real deal. This team is deeper. They got a better bench than anybody's giving them credit for. I see they could go far. They could come out of the East. The Wizards could come out of the East.
I think they're still too young to come out of the East. I really like their front line with Nene and Gortat.
I don't think they
Dude,
come out
if
of the
the
East.
Nets beat the Heat and the Wizards win,
That now all bets would be off.
Yeah.
I don't see both of those scenarios happening at the same time. Of course they could. I think the Clippers win in 5,
hold
maybe
on,
6.
now we're going into the Clippers.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Clippers. Now we're going to talk Clippers.
No, I said.
OKC.
Well, we all gave our prediction on that.
Okay.
And now we're going to Clippers. I think Clippers. I mean, you know, I don't need to say a lot about it. 5 or 6 for the Clippers.
I just think that our team is gelling right now more than it's ever had. I think we have the perfect blend now of Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. I think they both realize they both can get off. I really hope that Doc gives Granger more time. I think he's just got to get out of this slump. By the way, Granger's shot looks a lot like another assassin we all know, Mr. Sam Tripoli. This line drive shot. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
it's a-
scares me sometimes pulling that trigger.
But
There's a lot. Collison's really coming up.
Collison is fucking phenomenal.
Yep.
Our bench is great.
Yep.
Ryan Hollins is a retard. Don't know why he gets in and starts shooting
I
all
can't
the time.
stand him.
Just get rebounds and pass it to people.
Yep. Big Baby scares me sometimes too. Big Baby scares me
I love
sometimes.
Big Baby. He's roundy. He's
As
getting
long
in
as he
shape.
doesn't shoot. Unless he's wide open in the paint and they get it to him. Don't even just rebound. Put your fucking fat ass on somebody.
Does anybody want to hear my new prediction about the Clippers as well? And then we'll get to Sandy's discussion. Okay, no, Sandy, what is your pick? Clippers, Thunder, give it to us.
I think Clippers in 6.
I think
But,
Clippers in 6 too.
Here's the thing. The Clippers, I think, are going to win, but Chris Paul isn't going to shoot 90% again. You know?
I agree.
It's going to come from other places in the other games, and the Thunder aren't just going to lay down, but they're clearly a wounded animal.
They're a wounded animal. There's bad chemistry. I mean, that whole thing with Westbrook leaving the huddle, dude, if I'm a GM, if I'm Presti, I'm like, goodbye. Here I go, baby.
He's a hard one.
Yeah, they're going
Baby.
And he's a hard one to bounce.
I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you what you do, dude, is you try.
Oh, here comes one of my favorite things on Punch Drunk. Sam Tripoli's crazy NBA trades. Is that what's coming?
I would call up
Here we go.
Cleveland and go, hey, you want to do a straight up trade? Kyrie Irving for fucking Westbrook?
Now, why would you do that if you were Cleveland?
Because Kyrie Irving's leaving anyways. And the best your hope would be is to get fucking somebody and show them this is your team. You can own it. This is your fucking team.
And you would give that opportunity to Westbrook.
Yeah. Run the team.
I could see Westbrook taking Cleveland to the playoffs. I could also see Boston being in play and Rondo getting
Rondo.
Rondo to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Rondo's also problematic, though. I feel like that's a more even trade of talent as well as personality.
Well, I think they both have bad attitudes. I mean, you got to work something because, I mean, a big hope could be, but they'll never. I mean, the Lakers need to make a move. If the Lakers can get a top 3 pick in this draft, maybe they orchestrate something where their pick and the Oklahoma pick go to Cleveland, Kyrie goes to Oklahoma, Westbrook comes to Lakers. That's their only hope, man. I mean, they need to rebuild quickly with the Lakers, with the Clippers doing well. So what are you
If,
going?
if I'm the Cavs, I'm not taking any more chances in the draft after last year's debacle.
Yeah.
Well, that was just a stupid draft pick for them. They just picked anyone, but he was hurt, man. I guarantee you next year, Anthony Bennett is a solid player. Should he have been number one? No, it was just a shit draft. It was just a weird year because both the NFL and the NBA draft were considered really watered down bad drafts.
Sandy, can we have Pauly Shore do your pick for the Clippers series?
Dude, I think for the Clippers, it's going to be Lakers in 5.
I don't think the Lakers are in it. I don't think you understand how that seems to work, Pauly.
Dude, the Lake Show, bro.
Sandy and I are roasting against each other.
Oh, that's great.
And we are both, each round, audience calls out which character we are. So it could be Boone Shakalaka against Pauly Shore in the first round. Second round could be Adam against Dean Del Rey.
I like
Third
it.
round.
I like it.
It's going to be
so
fun.
I'm going to make a prediction right here. If the Clippers get sold to Oprah Winfrey, LeBron James plays for the Clippers next year.
Wow.
That's my prediction.
Wow.
That is a bomb.
Can you imagine
a
LeBron
team
at
of
shooting
Chris Paul
forward?
running down and fucking on one side's Blake Griffin, on the other side's LeBron James?
And behind him's Jordan?
They might have to give Jordan up.
No, we can't get rid of Jordan.
You're crazy.
Can't get rid of
Look
Jordan.
at this kid!
Can't get rid of Jordan.
Talking crazy!
For three serviceable years out of LeBron.
In 2 seconds, I give up DeAndre Jordan for
of
LeBron
course you would,
James.
of course you would.
To put him with Blake Griffin. And dude, who are you double teaming?
Of course you would.
The only team beating that got a chance against the fucking LeBron James, Blake Griffin, Chris Paul Clippers, the 1992 Chicago Bulls. That's about it.
Probably right.
Everybody else, sit the fuck down.
Probably right.
I think you're right.
Sandy,
But I really don't think that'll ever happen.
hey Sandy, you know what I think of you and your fucking negative attitude about that?
Top 5 most cumbersome worst hangups we've ever had.
Hey, so we got 2 people. Jordan, you keep calling it an NFL draft. We're going to get an NFL draft on the other side. Let's take a quick call from
good call.
From Dustin. So if you want to call back, Jordan, or you can try to set the record for longest time ever on hold, which I'm cool with.
Dustin, how's it going kicking cancer in the fucking ass, buddy?
Doing good, guys. I had my first doctor's appointment today, so.
How'd it go, dude?
Same doctor bullshit. They're sending me to another doctor. Always around 2.5 hours to be told, yeah, well, we can't do anything, so we're going to send you to this other place.
Oh, that's terrible. That sucks.
Hold on. They said what?
He waited 2.5 hours, and then they were like, well, we're going to send you to a different doctor.
What do you mean they can't do anything?
They said it was not their specialty, so they're going to send me somewhere else. I'm like,
Would you go to a gynecologist for liver cancer?
I know, man.
They're like, yeah, you don't have a vagina. He's like, yeah, but I got cancer, man. I had knee cancer. Can you help a brother out?
It's all right, though. I'll go tomorrow for the other appointment, so it's not a big deal.
How you liking these playoffs? I see you want to talk a little NBA, talk a little cancer. We got one of those things
Talk a
working
little
on.
NBA and cancer. Wow, what a great combo.
Yeah, this has been the best NBA playoffs I can remember in like the 90s.
Me too, man.
It's unbelievable. Like, I'm a big Blazers fan, and so watching Damian Lillard hit that shot the other night, Jesus Christ.
That was awesome. And I love how he went to the scorer's table and took the mic.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
Yeah.
I don't remember. What did he say? Did you hear what he said?
No, I couldn't hear because, the crowd was going fucking nuts.
Yeah, it
So,
was some about
I
Portland.
think you guys can win this series.
I do, too. I feel good about it. Me and you talked, Sam, and we both thought that San Antonio would sweep the Mavs. And the Mavs gave them everything they had up until that last game.
Everything they had.
I think that you guys are better than the Mavs. I think you guys are a great matchup for them. Who's your bench, dude? Who's your bench?
For the Blazers,
Yes.
we got Batum.
No, he's not a bench player, is he?
No, he's not. What? Shit.
You don't know your bench, dude?
No, I don't know much about
They
the
have
NBA.
one thing that's interesting that is really great about the NBA.
More strippers per capita than any other team in the.
More than Vegas, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. That when something like that happens, when you're a team that shouldn't be playing this good, when you're a team that shouldn't, quote unquote, be there right now, and you hit a shot like that gives you another opportunity to win, that carries for several games.
Oh, yeah.
That mojo carries for several games.
And plus those first two games of not Lillard, but LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, what was it, 96 points in the first two games? You know. So I do see them. I want to go ahead and say they're going to take the Spurs in 6.
Spurs in 6.
Now, did you hear me and Ari talking earlier about
I was here too.
About how we were a little worried with your bag of bets with Ari that if this
Do you have any soul?
if this goes on long enough, you might not be able to grow a Hitler mustache if you're already into your chemo.
What? Like, who says that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's a legitimate question.
It's not a legitimate question, you
Dustin, is that a legitimate
retard.
question?
Who says that? to
Last time he
somebody?
called in, he said he's going to have to go through chemo.
Oh, you're such an
He
idiot.
talked about
I don't
being
even know why
bald.
It's funny.
I've given some thought to you.
Thank you.
And if it comes down to it, you know, if the Blazers make it, I'll be happy to do it. I don't give a shit. But you know, if I have to do
Fucking
it,
retard.
I will do it. I'll mascara it in or
Soulless
Sharpie it in.
fucking
I like that.
retard.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a man of my word, so if the Clips don't make it, then. But after watching the Clips game last night,
You're right.
It's hard to imagine them not making it.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, all you got to do is get out of the West to win that bet. It's not to win the championship. And I know fucking Sam's not going to argue with this. We've got a really legitimate chance of getting out of the West.
100%.
Sam, have you told Teeb your bold prediction about the Clips?
Yeah.
The LeBron thing?
Yeah, we
just talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that happens, that's like a 5-year run.
What about Mayweather too, though? He's another one that
No,
I could see
they're
him.
never gonna let him buy it, dude.
I'm saying, but if he was part owner, they're not gonna let him be outright owner. But if he could be a guy that could recruit someone like LeBron too.
The reason the Oprah's going to work is because Geffen's going to be part of that, and Geffen and LeBron is good friends with Geffen, and Geffen almost had LeBron coming last time, but because they thought Sterling was about to sell, and he didn't sell. But Dustin, we got to go to break. We love you, man. We appreciate you calling in.
Love you, buddy. Stay strong, man. We're
Stay
cheering.
strong.
We're rooting.
Tebow's an asshole, and we'll be right back in 2 seconds. Dustin, we'll talk to you in a few.
Love you, buddy.
All right.
Sam's dropping a deuce.
We're back, everybody. What is up, Punch Drunk World? Sam Tripoli in the restroom. He will be back anywhere in the next 2 to 14 minutes. So real quick, get business out of the way. Go to the PunchDrunkSports.com. Go to our website. If you click on the Caveman Coffee link, put in the word Punch Drunk Sports, saves you 10% on some really great coffee that's going to make you a professional fucking badass like our man, Tate Fletcher. Also, while you're there, if you're going to do any shopping on Amazon anytime in the near future, Mother's Day is coming up. Get your mother a dildo. Do something crazy. Be real. Keep it legit. And when you do that, don't go to Amazon. Go Punch Drunk. Go to Amazon link off of our page. That'll throw some money at your boys. A little bit. Just a little bit. But it's enough. It's enough to keep the lights on. So do that. Handle that business that way. We got some other sponsorship we're working on, and we'll be talking about that in the next couple of weeks. But until then, those are the two ways you can throw some money at your boys. Also, when you go to our YouTube page, don't just watch the videos. Tell us how you like it. New one's posting today of Sam watching the gay porn, which is one of the funniest ones we've done since our YouTube page has started.
Gay porn!
Subscribe
served
to the link.
hot.
Subscribe to the link when you do it.
I think I might be gay.
Also, 5-star reviews. If you're on iTunes, it takes 2 seconds. Help us out. Help us. Help you. Help us.
Help us help you help us.
So we got a big draft coming up. Again, I'm going to be at
Marco Island.
Marco Island's Off the Hook Comedy Cup. Come see me rock and roll. I got a whole bunch of new stuff. May 20th is the big CD release of Believe in Yourself.
Hooray! Oh, cool. It's finally coming out?
It's going to be on iTunes. Hey, my good friend, Mexican, did you listen to the show? Did you listen to my CD?
I did. It's great, man. I almost crashed my car driving, laughing so hard.
It's an hour. It's
awesome.
An hour of power.
It is.
It's most of it's like I'm really happy with it. Great news. About 35 minutes into my new hour. Very excited about it. I have a joke about rape, debating if I want to do it.
How was La Jolla, by the way?
La Jolla was great. It was a lot of fun.
It was you and it was
Gareth Reynolds
and
Kyle Ray, who is
Kyle.
my new favorite young comic.
He's great, dude. I love him.
You can follow him at Twitter at the Kyle Ray. And Lil Kimmy, which is hilarious. I wanted to tell you that I got onto her phone, and for some reason it didn't auto lock on her. I just gotten it, so I got into her phone, and I fucking went on her Tinder, and I wrote to everybody that she had made a match with. I wrote, I really want to suck your cock.
Oh, I love you, Sam.
And I did 40 of them.
Oh, come on, upstairs on that.
40 of them.
Oh, can we start doing that, by the way?
What?
Couple of things.
Sucking my cock?
No.
No.
The Clippers backwards high five I want to start implementing. Notice how they all do that all the time?
Yeah.
And the three-pointer one, they do this one. They do
this?
that.
Okay,
Yep.
we're in.
And I'm down
You
with
just
that
heard
shit.
it here, dude. You just heard it here, dude.
All playoffs long, maybe even longer. Long as the Clippers are rocking it, you ain't getting the palm of the tee.
So,
You're getting
yeah.
the back of it, bitch.
So Kimmy came out. She's the Black Cock Unabomber. Why do I look like Roy Orbison in this fucking picture? It drives me.
That stuff, you know who you look like?
Everything
I'm so
you want,
lonely.
I got it.
You like Kim
Anything
Jong-il.
you need, you got it.
You look like Roy Orbison, dude.
What?
You look like Roy Orbison. Or
Didn't I just say that?
Oh,
Didn't I just say that?
Shows you where I'm at, yeah.
But also like Kim Jong-il in Team America.
Hey guys, real quick, we're also looking for someone to help us design a t-shirt design for the ABCs of Picking Up Chicks. Always be closing. If you can think of a cool I heard that special sound. Nothing?
He just hung up.
Oh, he hung up?
Trying
He's
to get
a
Ari
dick
back
team.
in. Trying to get Ari back in.
Uh-oh. Okay, I feel bad for Jordan. He keeps calling in. Jordan, I promise you, we're going to get to you. We're going to talk draft. But before we do that, we have a very special fucking call. This is the lady at the heart of the Don Sterling Clipper conspiracy.
And I don't know if she's a cunt or if she's a blessing in disguise. I
Please
don't know if I should
welcome,
tell her
what's her
fuck
name,
off.
by the
V.
way?
Stiviano.
Hello?
Hello, is this PunchDrunkSports?
This
Yes,
is
it is.
PunchDrunkSports.
This is V. Stiviano.
Okay, so thank you for calling in. We didn't think you would actually have the balls, and I do think you have balls.
I do too.
Didn't think you had the balls to call in. Let's talk about. I just have to warn you, this is not going to be a Barbara Walters interview.
A lot of people keep saying that I have balls, but I'm 100% woman.
I don't know,
man.
I don't know.
You definitely look. You look like the person that was on the cover of the porn that Sam tried to watch.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
I'll admit that I have some manly features, but I'm all woman.
manly features such as an Adam's apple and a rock-hard boner?
A lot of people compare you guys to Barbara Walters, but I knew this would be different.
Thank you. Thank you.
I doubt that, man.
Now, can you explain to us your exact relationship with old man Sterling?
Well, he makes me call him Daddy.
Okay, that's uncomfortable.
That is true.
I call him Daddy Donald.
Daddy Donald, that's very creative.
And I'm his silly rabbit. I'm his right-handed woman. I'm his everything.
Now, why does he? I have heard that several times that he calls you the silly rabbit. Where does that come from?
Like you guys, I'm a bit of a comedian.
Okay,
So I'm always bringing like the funny stuff to the situation.
Oh, okay. So I would say you're more of an alt comic.
I don't know what that means, but if you say so, I respect your work.
You're kind of like an Ali Wong Wei, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying, but I think I do know what you're saying.
Okay, sounds good.
Now,
go ahead.
Go on.
I just wanted to know, why were you recording so many of these conversations? I heard that it was because it was your job to do that.
I was the documentarian for Donald Sterling.
Is that a word? Is that a word?
I think it is.
Okay.
That's my job title. It's on my business card.
Okay.
Tarjeta, as we would say in Spanish. I'm half Mexican.
Oh, did you say that in Spanish? I think that the correct term is coconut.
It might be. I don't know, but I'm the documentarist for Donald Sterling.
Okay.
I think with her it's more coconut nuts.
I would just hold the microphone in front of him, and it was connected to a recording device.
Okay. Now, let's get into some stuff. We've all heard the tapes, but people tell us that there are hours of tapes. Are there anything on the rest of tapes that people might find interesting? Any breaking news here? Could you tell us some interesting little conversations you might have that we haven't heard yet?
There's a lot of talk about Donald's frustration that his penis doesn't work properly.
Oh, a lot of talk. Interesting.
There's a lot of, I believe, I'm not sure what the correct number is. Someone may need to call Guinness Book of World Records. But I think he may have broke the record for the most N-bombs.
Oh, so
Wow.
he drops a lot of N-bombs.
He drops a lot of them, but I don't believe in my heart, I don't believe in my mind that Donald Sterling's a racist.
Really? So can you drop an N-bomb and not be racist?
I believe you can if you do good and you give money to good causes. I believe you're still a good person.
Now, is there any truth to this news story that he was very troubled about signing J.J. Redick to a big contract because he's white?
There's a lot of truth to that. And I told him, J.J. Redick is light. He's like me, your silly rabbit. And you pay me to be your documentarist. You need to sign J.J. Redick if you want the three-pointers because the blacks can't hit them.
Wow.
Interesting. Now, did you make love to Donald Sterling? No one's ever gotten into this. Was your relationship romantic?
Part of my job as the documentarist was to have sex with him while he talked. Okay. So yes, I have made love to him many times.
While he talks, so he's constantly talking into a recorder even while you're fucking him.
Was it hard to get fucked and hold the microphone to record as you documentaried him?
Good question.
It was kind of hard, but he's so old that it wasn't very rough riding. It was like riding a horse through like a nice prairie.
What is Donald Sterling's favorite move?
Are you talking sexually?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to say his favorite move would be lighting a cross on fire in front of a black person's house, even though he's Jewish.
I will.
Sexually, he likes calling me a spigger.
Spigger?
Oh my God.
Is that Black Spider-Man? Spigger?
He mixes the derogatory term for Latina people with the black people.
Oh, thank you for explaining that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for dumbing that down for
Thanks
us.
for breaking this down. Are you sad that the tapes got out?
I didn't do it. It was a friend of mine. I left him laying around.
Oh,
and
you
it
just
was
left
not
him.
me. I still love Daddy Donald, and I wish the best for him. I'm very sad for him right now.
Now, I heard a rumor, and maybe you can clear this up, that I heard Jimmy Kimmel talking about that you have stock or monetary investments in these shielded masks that you're constantly wearing, and you're trying to get celebrities to start wearing them in public so they can't be fucked with by the paparazzi.
Real quick, is Jimmy Kimmel single?
He just recently got married. No, he's not.
He did. Who did he marry?
Longtime girlfriend for a while, I guess. Yeah.
Longtime girlfriend,
Congratulations to
first-time
Jimmy.
caller?
Couple years. Yeah, longtime girlfriend.
I am trying to sell my Power Rangers masks, and I'm just hoping that celebrities, they need to use them to protect their kids.
Oh, for sure. What other merch do you have before we go? What other merch are you selling?
I have a penis cover for people who are trying to hide something.
I bet you do.
Real quick, is Ari Shaffir single?
Ari is single.
He will probably always be single.
And he just got a TV show.
I like Jewish men who are into racism.
Oh, he's perfect. But you'd have to.
What's his bank account like?
Oh, dude,
Probably-
he's one of the richest Jewish comedians out there.
Yeah.
I am very interested in meeting with this Ari Shaffir. He may like my dick cover because, from what I've seen, I'm a big Punch Drunk fan. He has very large testicles.
Oh, yeah, those Jew balls.
They're
Are you ready to have those Jew balls knocking on your back door?
I want them to be crushing into me like Highlight, which is a sport that I'm a big fan of.
Oh, you love the highlight. You want his Jew balls smacking you like highlight.
The balls crashing against the wall.
I feel like Ari would really like that.
Ari, you're on with Punch Drunk. You're on with, what's her name?
V. Stiviano's calling, and she's a big fan of yours and maybe wants to be your documentariist.
Yeah, she is the woman.
She likes Jews.
She loves
Ari,
Jews.
I saw your work as the amazing racist, and I feel like I could document a lot of what you say.
V. First of all, what kind of name is V?
I had it changed legally.
Oh, really? From what?
What was it before?
I'm having trouble remembering. There's been so much going on in my life recently.
Yeah. Hey. Well, yeah, I guess there's been a lot. Hey, what's up with what do you want me to say?
Ari, she wants your big Jew balls to smack into her asshole like a highlight ball.
I don't think I trust her, man.
Why, dude? Why wouldn't you trust her?
Ari, I'm very trustworthy. I didn't leak the tapes. I'm a silly rabbit, Ari. I could help you with your comedy.
Why are you doing interviews?
Why wouldn't I do interviews, Ari? We need to talk about Magic Johnson.
Have you had any sexual relations with Magic Johnson?
No, why would you?
It was
be
only
anything
one
to do with
time, and
Magic
I
Johnson?
don't know why Donald got so upset about it.
I mean, it might be because of the AIDS.
Yeah, you.
There's a lot on the tapes about the AIDS. Donald does not like the AIDS.
Okay, he's breaking up.
Whatever you're doing, Ari, you're breaking up.
You're breaking up bad.
Ari is like me and Donald Sterling. He's breaking up. See, that's a silly rabbit comment.
Well, Via Stiliano, thank you so much for calling in. You really cleared up a lot of stuff.
If you guys ever want to fuck me, I would fuck anyone in that studio, even the guys who answer the phone.
Hold on, will you fuck Fat Man?
I would love to fuck him.
Fat Man, do you want to fuck a woman who might be a guy?
While she's wearing a welder's mask.
Why she's wearing her mask and her dick cover?
How about no?
So that's a yes. Can we
That's a
set that
yes.
up?
I'm also selling a line of V. Stiviano personalized strap-on dildos.
Oh, that's cool. And we lost Ari. That's great. Thank you so much for calling in, Via Stiano. Call in anytime.
Drunk Sports.
Call in anytime.
Okay, guys.
You hung up on our celebrity guest.
I gave it to him, though. I gave him the signal.
Shut the
That was
fuck
good.
up, you ugly twat.
Let's
go, Jordan. Very patient. Thank you for hanging around. Thank
go
you
to
for waiting
Jordan
so
real
much,
quick.
Jordan. Talk a little NFL draft. What's up, Jordan?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Thanks for calling in. Thanks for setting the record for longest time on hold. Bum, 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 bum.
Jordan, who's your team?
What are we talking, Jordan? Hey, Rich Slayton, you got to hold on for a little while. We got to do some NFL draft. If you want to call in like 10 or 15, we'll get into some MMA. So go on.
Yeah, I called in a couple of weeks ago to talk about the draft, and I put Don Barris to sleep.
Oh yeah, dude, you were the one that was incredibly knowledgeable.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
How
so
excited are you for this draft?
He's a 2014 NFL draft correspondent.
Yes. Well, that's Ari. I thought that was a soundbite you guys got.
Oh no, it's me.
Yeah.
So let's talk draft. What are you thinking? Let's break it down.
Who's your team, bro?
Hey, can you pull up the draft order and maybe we could talk about each who we think they might want to pick?
I know it pretty good. Texans, Clowney, what do you think? They have so many options, the Texans.
I really think that they do have a lot of options. I think one of two things happen. They either draft Clowney or they trade out of that spot, potentially to your Atlanta Falcons team.
Yep.
And that person takes Clowney. Clowney's the best person in this draft.
Yep.
He's a generational talent. He's in the same class that Adrian Peterson, Calvin Johnson, those guys were.
And even
he
though
plays a more meaningful position.
Even though he's such a talented player, he does defensive line for them isn't such a huge need. They have so many other needs that they could trade down to 6 where the Falcons are and pick up 2 more picks, or somewhere where somebody wants to pop up there and get that guy.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, and you're right. Defensive end isn't really a need. But when you think about it this way, if they put J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney on the field, you have to single block one of them. One of them is one-on-one every play, and that's a problem for offense.
Yeah, man.
That's why I would take him, because if they need a quarterback, according to all these mock drafts, someone's going to be available in that early second round. And we're talking Teddy Bridgewater, possibly Boyles, even though I think Bortles gets drafted. But for some reason, and they could be blessed, if Teddy Bridgewater falls to them, that would be an insane draft.
It would be a great haul for Houston.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Second draft. Who's second? St. Louis Rams.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, was there a guy earlier on here who said that he thinks the Rams are going to draft Johnny Manziel?
Yes,
Yeah.
Eric Carter, the trailer park starter.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot. That's not gonna
it's been
happen.
said before.
Yeah, he's dumb. They're not taking a quarterback, at least at number 2, because they also have the pick at 13.
And I
So
still
if
don't
you
think they
want
go
a quarterback-
quarterback.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
12. Okay, what do you think?
Or 12, sorry.
Who do you think they
So
go?
I think they're going Greg Robinson, offensive tackle,
Yep.
Auburn.
I like that guy. I like that guy. I like Matthews. I like them a lot. We'll get to the Raiders, but we'll talk about that. I like both those guys. I don't think you could ever go wrong with an offensive lineman. Unless they're like really bad. Like, who's that guy that the Raiders got like with the long hair like 8 years ago? Just that guy never panned out. But for the
the Lions took Jason Smith, number 2 overall, and he never really panned out.
Oh, yeah. So in Cleveland, how'd that guy in Cleveland pan out, the titties from Alabama? Did he ever clean?
Oh, Andre Smith. He plays actually for Cincinnati. He's good. He's a right tackle. I mean, he's still in the league. He's
Serviceable, adequate.
So Robinson, you go with Robinson, you go with Matthews.
I go offensive lineman for them. I mean, that's half of fucking Sam Bradford's problem is he spent more time on his back than V. Stiviano last year.
Oh, she's not on the line.
And I think they go the best offensive lineman available, and that's Robinson.
Robinson. Okay, third pick.
Jacksonville Jaguars, I think they go Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Jacksonville's interesting because now we get to the point where we can go multiple ways.
Yep.
Johnny Manziel's a possibility.
I personally think the Jags need a quarterback.
I tell you what else they need. They could go Watkins right there too. They need a receiver pretty bad. I mean, their best receiver is suspended indefinitely for drugs for his third or fourth drug suspension.
If you can't, every good team has every team that went to the playoff has a pretty good quarterback. I mean, like, you need that guy. Nobody touches the ball more than the quarterback. The quarterback needs to be solid. I would go quarterback. And again, dude, I think this Bortles kid is going to be insane in
He's good.
in the NFL. Again, it's the Sam Tripoli theorem. Doormat team, great player on doormat team that beats powerhouses. That's the guys you want.
Who did UCF really beat though?
What?
Who did they beat?
He beat SEC teams, Big East teams. He beat some good. He beat SEC teams.
What SEC teams did they beat?
Go through it. I don't have it right here, but I'll tweet it earlier. We'll look at his. He beat some great teams. I think he beat Florida.
Florida was 4-8 last year.
Doesn't matter, dog. Doesn't matter. That's a powerhouse team.
I'll look that up. I'll look up what he bought.
Why would I lie? Thank you, me. Backing myself
And
up.
again, everybody from 1 through 6, your phone is nonstop ringing of people that want to trade up and get some of these other players. Quarterback, receiver, offensive lineman, all the guys from 7 to, 18 easily they're calling the Falcons, they're calling the Jaguars, they're calling the Texans, they're calling the Browns, they're calling the Raiders.
So who you got for that pick? Who you got?
For the are we still in Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that Jacksonville can't afford to do here is screw this pick up.
Right.
Because that's a tortured franchise.
Or unless they want to screw it up so they could move to Los Angeles. That's the only reason I could see.
Potentially, but I think they could still move to Los Angeles, and you would have a franchise player in Los Angeles. One player is not saving that franchise.
Okay, so who you got?
They beat Penn State.
I think
Go ahead. No, keep going.
I think they take Sammy Watkins, receiver, Clemson.
All right.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can see him going Khalil Mack because he probably would be the best player available right there. But I think Watkins fills a need a lot more.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we go Cleveland Browns.
This to me is Johnny Football's spot. He doesn't
Me too.
fall past 4.
I agree with you.
They need a quarterback. They need the media coverage, and it's really, I mean, front office wise, they're a mess. But he would have pieces there that
sure
you don't find in the top 5 picking team. Josh Gordon's a great receiver. Jordan Cameron at tight end can be a security blanket, and he's got Joe Thomas to not only mentor him but make sure nobody lays a hand on him. It could be a good situation for him.
I could see that. And then the Raiders are right after that, right?
Yep.
Raiders.
I personally would like if they went Matthews. With who's available on our board right now, I would love for them to go Matthews. I don't think they're going to go. I think they're going to go Mack, which is fine.
Oh, he's so good.
But I really want Matthews.
I hope you go Matthews, and then we can go Mack.
But
see now, I don't see them going tackle here, simply because either Mack or Watkins is still going to be on the board at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they take, if either one of those is available, in this case it's Mack, so I'll say the pick is Mack.
You're going to go Mack.
That would break my heart. That would break my heart.
So now we're to Atlanta.
And then if that's the case, then we go Matthews.
So you take whichever one we don't take.
We take Matthews, we take Khalil Mack, or we make a move for Clowney. And I think or we trade down.
All right.
And
don't sleep on the Falcons taking Taylor Lewin from Michigan.
I know.
There's been a lot of buzz. There's been a lot of buzz with that about teams passing him over Matthews because they believe that he has more upside, which means down the road he's the better player. He's certainly more athletic. He's longer, and he really is physically dominant, whereas Matthews is a technical guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the list of the order that they go in the draft?
Yeah, I got that too.
Who's next? Who's after Atlanta?
After Atlanta is...
I believe it's Tampa.
Yep.
What does Tampa do? Now, here's my whole thing. They got a new coach. I think it's a great hire. I like their quarterback. I know he's from the old regime, but I thought that kid was good. Okay, that was.
You're talking about from the Bears, you mean?
Yeah, what's his name for Tampa Bay that kind of came in later on?
Oh, I thought you were talking because they just got what's his name from the Bears, the guy that filled in for Cutler.
Yeah.
And then when they got the Bears' old coach, he grabbed him.
Yeah.
Josh McCown.
McCown. Yeah,
but
thank you.
Whoever was the kid that they got last year that played the year before for I think NC State
The rookie.
or
Mike
Maryland.
Glennon.
What's that?
Glennon.
Glennon.
Mike Glennon.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback.
I thought he was a good quarterback. Where they go?
Yeah.
Who they take?
I think they take Mike Evans, the receiver from Texas A&M.
Yeah.
And I know they already have Vincent Jackson.
And
but
they've
if you look
worked
at
him
what
out a
Lovie
lot.
Smith-
They've worked him out a lot too.
Absolutely. And if you look at what Lovie Smith did in Chicago with his receivers, where he had Brandon Marshall, a tall, athletic receiver on the outside, went out and got Alshon Jeffrey, another tall, athletic receiver. That worked out great for him there. I think he tries to replicate that in Tampa Bay, so I go with Mike Evans.
All right, who's next?
After
I
that's
agree with that.
Minnesota, and I think they go quarterback.
I think they go Bortles.
See, I disagree.
Okay, smartass. What do you think?
From everything I've heard, that they're not leaning towards quarterback. They want to get a sure thing. So that leaves me with two players for them.
Now,
Either,
when you say everything you've heard, is that from anybody in the know or just you reading stuff?
That's people not necessarily. I mean, I don't know Leslie Frazier or anything like that, but
No, they
do
don't have
know,
Leslie Frazier. He's gone. They got the new guy,
Oh, sorry.
the old
Whatever.
white dude who looks angry.
So people like Daniel Jeremiah, who's really, really knowledgeable about this, Matt Miller, Peter Bird, or sorry, not Peter Bird.
Peter Berg, the great
King.
director.
Yeah, no, not him. They've tweeted that. So I think they go either C.J. Mosley from Alabama, the linebacker, who's the best inside linebacker in this draft, or Aaron Donald, defensive tackle from Pitt, who is the best interior pass rusher in this draft.
I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to go with Bortles on this one.
That's tough, man. I mean, I see what you're saying, where it's like, especially when you're top 12 picks, especially this could be the deepest NFL draft we've ever had.
In a while, for sure.
Absolutely in a while. I mean, there's over 100 underclassmen, and the second most to that was like 37 of people that declared early. So it's like incredibly deep draft. And a lot of that I can say is because of this whole controversy of like Northwestern trying to unionize and all these people like if I'm not getting paid to play, I ain't blowing my knee out for a fucking for shit. You know, the minute I can go pro, I'm going pro. So there's a lot to be said about best available in the top 10 because all these quarterbacks, all these other running backs. I'd be surprised if a running back goes in the first round. I'd be shocked.
No, they're not going to.
It won't happen. That won't happen.
It won't happen.
I'll tell you when that does happen again, and I'll tell after this. But go on. Who you got?
No, I would say, I mean, I can see that they really have a need at quarterback. But if quarterbacks keep slipping and falling, everybody that needs a quarterback is going to start going like, cool, I'm going to roll the dice too. Because anybody that's drafting at 4 that doesn't get a quarterback, they're drafting at 36. And that, those 5 guys, 3 of them are still going to fall.
Yep.
You know? I mean, it's the same thing with like everyone saying the Texans need a quarterback. They're drafting it. They have the 33rd pick.
Right. And they're
going to get a quarterback.
Yeah, they're going to
with
go
their
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater or somebody like that. I could totally see that. But I really see the Vikings being possibly the first or second team that gets a quarterback. I can see Manziel going to the Browns, and then I can see Bortles going right here.
How many more in the who did make the playoffs? Because I gotta talk about something else.
I mean, a lot, really, to be honest with you. But I mean, we'll just go through the top 10. So, I mean, because that's Minnesota at 8. Then 9, you got Buffalo.
Who's Buffalo going with? Everyone's talking this tight end out of North Carolina.
Eric Ebron.
Yeah.
I really like him. He's in that new tight end mold, and he's in that Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy
Rob
Graham, yeah,
Gronkowski mold.
great call
Can
on that.
I say something about that? A lot of people are like, what's going to happen with running backs? What's going to happen is every team's going to have these new, super athletic tight ends that are going to have to be guarded. And these linebackers are going to have to get stealth. going to have to get slimmer and faster to be able to stay with these guys, and that's when you're going to have the return of the running back.
Yep.
When you're no longer going to have these James Harrison 285 freight trains
Totally right.
sitting in the middle there.
Yep.
Because that guy can't cover these what's his Graham out of New Orleans. It's going to have to get wider. You know, you're going to have to get faster, and that's when you're going to see the opening become a little more.
Yep.
So, I think you're going to see a return of the running back in about a year or two once everybody goes super tight end.
You think Buffalo goes tight end, Jordan?
Yeah, I think Buffalo goes tight end.
Yeah, I can see him going safety, too. I can see that Ha-Ha Knicks going right here. It's probably a little too early for Calvin Pryor, who I'm a big fan of.
That's a little early for Clinton Dix, but it's not.
But, I mean, with them losing Isaac Byrd and their secondary now has taken a hit via free agency, I think they may have to risk early for a safety, but they also desperately need a tight end here, too.
Corner is also a possibility.
All right, so let's go 10 because I got two things I want to talk about.
And that's where I think that's where you go at 10. I think that's where we see a secondary pick go. For that's Detroit, right? Detroit's at 10?
Yeah, Detroit.
Where do you think they go at 10?
Could they go line?
Yeah.
Possibly. Taylor Nguyen's a possibility there, or
Sure.
Jake Matthews if he's still available.
And he's also a Michigan guy staying in Detroit. That would be a very popular pick for them.
Absolutely. And, I mean, your investment is in Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson.
Yep.
And that doesn't work.
And
if
Reggie
Matthew
Bush.
Stafford's on his back.
And Reggie Bush. Yeah.
And Reggie Bush.
Actually, that all being said, I know secondary is a glaring need for them, but boy, if Taylor Lewin's available right there, he'd be really hard to pass up on.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, Jordan, great job. Call in next week. We'll see how you did. All right, well, who
Love that
hung
guy.
up on who on that one?
That guy knows his NFL. I love that kid.
That was great.
If he lived in L.A., I'd get him a job at the Red Zone. But
Hey, all right, now let's get into there was a big fight this weekend. There's some fights coming up. I want to get into these. Joining us right now, he's been on the show before, and we love what he does. He's the play-by-play guy or color guy for the U of MMA. It's an amateur MMA organization here in Los Angeles. They had a big fight before at the Nokia Theater. We were invited. We couldn't make it, but we're going to try to make it this time. Even though I'm out of town, Tebow will go.
Is there another one now?
Yeah, it's coming up June 1st. Please welcome Rich Slayton, everybody.
What's up, Rich?
What's happening, boys?
How are you, buddy?
Rich, thanks for calling in. Congratulations on all your guys' success. Is it true you guys have a network deal coming up or something along the lines of that?
Yeah, we signed a one-off deal with King of the Cage, the professional promotion, to air on MAV TV. It's number 214 if you have DirecTV. It's a channel owned by Lucas Oil.
Oh,
So
great.
we'll be airing-
cool.
Oh, good.
We'll be airing on May 13th and May 20th at 7 p.m. or 10 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Pacific.
All right, well, we'll tweet that out. Congratulations. So you got these fights coming up. Talk about it. Where are the fights June 1st?
June 1st will be at Club Nokia down at LA Live near Staples Center.
Yep.
It's a beautiful, beautiful venue. We currently have 9 fights lined up, and I think we'll have 14 by fight night. 3 titles on the line: our light heavyweight title, our welterweight title, and the main event, our lightweight championship between Darian Chapman and Pius Ainalobo Jr.
And what website can people go to get more information about these fights?
You can get tickets and full information at uofmma.com. Tickets start at $35, so it's pretty cheap.
And can we? Where are our tickets going to be when we want to come as VIP special guests?
How many of you guys want to come?
Well, we got Jason Tebow, and whoever's driving him. So that's 2.
3.
That's 3. We got the Mexican and his girlfriend and all of his family. So that's 30. And we got Fat Man.
Outside.
Fat Man. Do you want to go, Fat Man?
Yeah, I'll drive T.
All right, so that he's in the T group. So we need about 33 tickets. No, we need about 5. Can we get 5?
I'll see what I can work out. I can definitely get Teeb and a couple other people on stage.
Can we get 5?
You will get 5 tickets
Thank
Boy,
you.
bye-bye.
A quick yes. Wanted to talk. We'll get more into the U of A and stuff you got going on. Real quick, we had a big debate last week. Mount Everest not Mount Everest. What is it?
What's
The
that?
Rushmore.
Oh, Mount Rushmore. Oh, yeah,
the
yeah. I
Mount
would love you to weigh in
Rushmore
on this.
Of MMA, who are your 4?
Oh, that's a very, very easy decision.
Wow.
Okay.
Your four has to be Hoist Gracie.
Oh, interesting.
Has to. How do you not put Hoist Gracie on the Mount
Okay,
Rushmore?
go through yours and we'll go through ours. Do not judge us.
Oh, it's got to be Hoist Gracie, Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, and Chuck Liddell.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yep.
Whoa! Back that ass up. No way.
Very confident in his answer, too.
Very confident. Act like he knows
Absolutely.
something.
Those are the 4.
Liddell.
Look, John Jones might be the best pound-for-pound fighter in the history of the planet, but he's not a founding father. You got to put Chuck on there, of course.
No, I disagree with that. I don't think you need to be a founding father. Michael Jordan wasn't a founding father of basketball, and you'd get the shit kicked out of you if you didn't put him on the Mount Rushmore of basketball.
Michael Jordan's the founding father of the modern era of basketball. He changed the way the game is played.
Well, then, dude, I'm going to tell you, here's my Mount Rushmore. I agree with 2 of yours. Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre. Fedor is easily on the Mount Rushmore. I mean, what he did back in the day was he's the greatest heavyweight to ever fight. Easily on that. Your 4th one is where your fight is. I can see your Gracie. I also could see John Jones, and I also could see Vanderlei Silva's run in Pride.
Oh, gosh.
20-fight
I don't
winning
like,
streak?
but the Vanderlei thing with me. It's all about the juice. It's all about him being roid rage and all. I would go BJ Penn over Liddell and over.
I would
Silva.
go Gracie over BJ Penn or Chuck Liddell. I would go over both of them.
Vanderlei Silva's face looks like a 5-year-old drew a picture of Vanderlei Silva's
Doesn't matter. This isn't who you'd fuck. This is who you put on the Mount fucking Rushmore.
It's how many punches he took. Dude, Vanderlei Silva, his legacy is so badly tarnished. That guy does not deserve. You might put him a top 10 great of all time in terms of impact on the sport, but if we're talking 4 names, you can't deny Hoist Gracie. He's the reason it all exists.
You know what, dude? Out of respect, 100%. You've convinced me. Hoist Gracie should be on the Mount Rushmore.
I agree with that.
I think that if it comes down to it, one of those guys, if John Jones keeps going on the fucking run he is, one of those names are going to come off. And the way you've described it, I think it's going to be George St. Pierre will be the guy over time that people will take off. You can't take off Fedor. It's impossible, dude. That guy, even though they never showed his fights in America, everybody was a Fedor fan. That guy was a mythical beast. If you're talking founding fathers, this guy went through everybody in their heyday. And you could say steroids and methamphetamines and all that stuff. That guy beat all those dudes. Everybody. There's no way you can't put Fedor on that Mount Rushmore.
So who do you bump? Do you bump Chuck?
Chuck
Chuck,
is
I do.
not mine, dude.
I would bump
Chuck
Chuck.
was great.
I would bump Chuck for BJ Penn. I would bump Chuck for even today John Jones. The argument really came down to this, Rich. At what point in time do you erase somebody's face and put John Jones in their place? Because we're all saying that it's almost inevitable, but it's too early to say that for him right now.
The guy's got another 7 years of career left. Let's see how that pans out.
All right, well, we'll debate about the end. June 1st, uofmma.com. Check them out, guys. I'm out of town, but I will make sure that we're there. Our presence will be there.
I'm excited.
We want to support you guys. We like that you guys like us. We'd like to see our stuff on the big screen again. If you could help us out with that, that'd be great. And
of course.
We'll promote you guys. Maybe you guys can have a fighter call in and we'll talk. And we'll promote it. We want to be a part of what you guys are doing. And, Rich, real quick, what do you think of Floyd Mayweather? Should he fight Pacquiao in his next fight?
Yes.
Okay. That was a simple answer. And we're going to end the show with a very important caller. This is very important. Do you want to say anything before we bring in the caller?
No, I say we bring him in. This guy likes to come a lot.
This guy. Very important call. Please welcome. Without him, there's no Renee. Renee's dad, a.k.a. Mr. Mexican, everybody. Hello.
Órale pues, what's going on?
Hey, thank you for calling in. Congratulations on Renee turning in to be such a model citizen, if he is a citizen. Are you a citizen? A model citizen.
I am, yes.
Okay, a model citizen.
Well, I would ask for his green card before I call him model citizen.
Okay. Your dad is asking us to ask for your green card. As a dad, I think you would know if your son has a green card or not.
Well, I know he's got friends that are green goals, but I don't know if he's got green card.
Okay. Thanks for calling in. Now, as a Mexican, what is your take on Floyd Mayweather? Because he's beating some Mexicans up. Are you angry? Is your Mexican pride hurt at all?
Well, I would rather have April showers than May weather.
Oh, well done.
Wow.
Well
I
done.
like that.
Well done.
But I was calling in to give you the Mexican word for the day.
All right.
Oh, Mexican word of the day. We need a soundbite for that. It's time for Mexican word of the day. Senor.
I would tell Donald Sterling, puta. And when he asked me what that means, I would tell him, puta, little love in your heart.
Oh.
All right.
That was great. Oh man,
I love
nothing
it.
like a Mexican who's playing the fucking the old Jewish comedy circuit.
Let me ask you-
Mexican pun star.
Let me ask you a question about Renee. What's the most trouble he ever got in as a kid?
When he sat up on the roof and he was masturbating.
Oh
Yeah. Is that true?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you should see
Yes.
the look on my dad's face when he caught me. Yeah.
Right?
Only Mexicans masturbate on the roof. Now, was he
Can
actually?
I ask you, how many minutes?
Well, it's because the reason why is his Uncle Jack was up there, and I told him, help your Uncle Jack off. I meant the roof. And he went up there, you know.
Let me ask you something.
Your Uncle Jack off.
How many minutes do you think you were masturbating before your dad said something? Like, did he watch Technique for a little while?
I think he was like peeking up like this.
Hey, come on!
Hey, I was calling Renee to talk a little Dodger talk.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do it.
Let's do it. We got 2 minutes left.
Saturday, I'm going to the game. They're going to have the old timers game afterwards.
So you should fit right in.
I need Renee to give me the all-time Mexican Dodger All-Stars starting at first base.
Oh,
Latinos and Mexicans All-Stars for the Dodgers for the old-timer game. I already know he's going to say Fernando pitch.
Well, that's a given. Yeah, Fernando.
Okay, so
who's the
he gonna have
best
at
Mexican
first?
first
Latino
stop
team.
ever for the
The
Dodgers?
shortstop?
First base.
Oh, first base.
Gonzaga. I mean,
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Okay, what about second base?
Okay. Wasn't much of a fight on that one.
I mean, you threw out a Spanish name, so he was fine with that.
I can't even think right now.
Second base. Who's the second
It's
baseman?
racking my brain.
How
Tony
do you not
Castillo?
have this in your Mexican pride?
Wasn't Tony Castillo on the Dodgers or something like that? Castillo? No?
He was a pitcher.
He was a pitcher?
He was a pincher, which like your uncle Jackoff.
What do you think about Matt Kemp, Dad? Do you think he's the same player as he was a couple years ago?
No, I think what he needs is we need to extend the walls further out in Dodger Stadium so he won't or put cushions on him or something because ever since he hit himself on the wall, he hasn't been the same since he hit himself on the wall and he hasn't, and then what really did him in is when he went to do his rehabilitation in Rancho Cucamonga.
I think you just like to say Rancho Cucamonga.
A lot of people,
or Barrio Cucas, whatever.
a lot of people like with Matt Kemp. He's always on that like Dodgers need to trade him and get some value. Dodgers need to get rid of him and get some value.
I'm still waiting for Renee to give me the all-time Latino Dodger team.
I can't even think right now.
Wow. Of course, if anyone's asked me for the greatest Armenians of all, I wouldn't know anything.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Or
the greatest Albanian pro baseball players that ever lived.
I'm Armenian, dude. I don't know Albanians, bro.
Oh, yeah, well, you see, I know Sagamonian, Serafian, Minoyan, let me see, Tarkanian.
You're just yelling out names of places you buy hummus at. That's all you're doing at this point.
Okay, and all Armenian baseball teams. Well, who do we have there?
Shit.
God, good luck,
that's
bro.
one
Good
of them.
luck.
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Good luck. We're good at
Well,
one
gentlemen-
thing: MMA fighting and beating our wives. That's about it.
That's true. Hey, gentlemen, I have to go, but I want you to take care of Renee because even though he's working for free, at least he's got a job. Otherwise, I was going to have to put him by the freeway with oranges.
I love it. Thanks
One
for
more
calling
time
in.
for Renee's dad, a.k.a. Mr. Mexican, everybody.
We'll talk to you later.
Man,
Later,
how
Bye,
nice
Dad.
are we to your dad? We didn't even hang up on him. I did hang up on him in case that was your real dad.
It was, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him to call in. That was.
Was that your real dad?
Yeah, he's called in before.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, he's called in a few times.
That's why I didn't hang up on him. Like, just in case this is your real dad. The fact that Renee's dad calls in is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. We need your dad to be our Dodger correspondent.
And only a Mexican dad would be cool with his son working for free. Hey, a job is a job, I say. Yeah, but I don't get paid. Hey, you don't be late, okay?
Dude, I want to say thank you for our new Dodger correspondent, Renee's dad, calling in, a.k.a. Mr. Mexican. Dude, the calls into this show are getting better and better. Yeah, all right, man.
It's the way we roll.
Punch Drunk just keeps on rocking.
Yes, we do. Sam, where are you going to be?
Again, I'm going to be off the hook this whole weekend. My CD comes out May 20th. Gonna put it out. Get it. Get some. Still in shit. Still sitting in shit. I don't know.
Next Tuesday, May 13th, I will be at the Universal Bar and Grill doing a headlining set at 11 p.m. Come watch me do a longer set. I'll be at the Roast Battle facing Sandy Danto in, I believe, 2 weeks. Other than that, suck it.
Well, guys, hopefully we'll figure out Ari's thing next week. Great job. Caveman Coffee, Amazon links, 5-star reviews, my CD, get some.